Hi. Hi, this is Bruce Cook. Today I have a special one, at least for me it is. Something that's been long overdue for me to try. After all the pure capsaicin and hot sauces I've tried, still to date, until today, I have yet to try the infamous chocolate bhutlah pepper. And I just finally I ordered some from Amazon early in the week, and they showed up in the mail today. So I got a few. They're not fresh pods, but they're dried pods. And it's just gonna give me an idea of what these things are like. I'm really anxious to try these things. I want to see if they're really hot as people say they are. So let's see if you can see that it's chocolate bhutlah capsicum. What does that say? Capsicum chinense. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Let me get that closer. But I got it from California Seed and Garden Company on Amazon. And it came with like a little business card. So we're going to try one of these bad boys out, and I'm really excited to do this because I've been curious as to really how hot these things are since I tried my first Carolina Reaper, because I've seen videos of people eating the chocolate bhutlah around the same time I first seen videos of people eating Reapers before I ever tried one myself. Now I'm not sure if I'll need it or not, but I do got a glass of milk. My tolerance is nowhere as high as it was when I was testing out the Doomed and Right-Handed Doom, or the pure 16 million capsaicin. I've been putting most of my spending money into gardening and potting supplies to grow the peppers myself. So I've only been using like Reaper powder. I still have condiments that I put a lot of the Doom sauce in, but it's not as hot as if I were to put it on directly. So my tolerance isn't that high, which I'm glad, because I want to feel more burn. But I've already prepped my stomach. I had a chicken patty, and I did drink 1 glass of milk. I did rinse my mouth out with water before I started this video. Try to get rid of as much milk as I could so it doesn't hold back any of the heat from these things. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the biggest, thickest one that's in here. They all almost look around the same size, but alright, that one seems to have the most girth right there, so this is the one we're going to pick when I'm pushing up. So I want to, that's a pretty meaty pod, dried pod, but I'll chew on it for, I don't know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, however long I feel like doing it, and I'll try to get as much burn as possible. So here's my first chocolate bhutlah pepper. There is immediate heat. That doesn't taste anything like a Carolina Reaper, that's for sure. I'm at a 1 right now. Well, there was immediate heat. This is a different heat. It's already got my eyes watering. Alright, we'll let that sit. See how high it climbs. That actually just has like a black pepper taste to it to me. It's a different burn. Right now, most of the heat is I don't know. There's a little bit of heat on my tongue. There's heat in the back of my throat for sure. I already feel like I'm gonna tear up. It feels like my nose is already wanting to run. It's climbing right now. We're already at a 2 on my pain scale. I know if this was like a couple months ago, if I tried this a couple months ago, like when I tried the Doom sauce, this I doubt this would be this hot, but all I've had to work with to spice up my foods is Reaper powder, which, I mean, it's diluted in food, so it's nothing like eating one of these straight. I'm getting heat under my tongue right now. I'd say my heat now is about 2.5, climbing to a 3. Um, it's nowhere near unbearable. Um, I'm getting a little bit of sweat, sweat under my hat, obviously, above my ears here. Still not unbearable. Underneath my tongue is where I think most of the heat is right now. But this is about what I felt when I ate those 5 Reapers at once. My nose is running a little bit. It's I don't know, my eyes aren't really leaking too bad. It's just I can just feel them building up moisture. But pepper's stuck in my teeth. Yeah, that just had like a black pepper taste to it. There ain't as much flavor in these dried pods. There isn't like fresh pods, so I'm gonna be anxious to try one of these when they're fresh. I'm hoping it's gonna be a lot hotter because I was expecting a lot more heat than this. I mean, it's hot. This is definitely hotter than when I had that small spoonful of Reaper powder when I reviewed that Carolina Reaper powder when I first got it in the mail. I think it was one of my last videos I made. I can't really tell you whether or not I think it's hotter than a Carolina Reaper because it's been months since I've eaten a Reaper pod. The Reaper powder I have is the closest thing I've had to a pod, which it's not a pod. It's just a dried pod crushed up into powder. But it must be hotter than a Reaper if I'm at least getting this much heat, because last times I ate Carolina Reaper pod, my tolerance was lower than it is now, and I'm getting more burn from this right now than I was with the Reaper pod. I'm not going to need any milk, but only thing I'd be worried about is my stomach, but I've prepped it, so it's actually got a pretty good aftertaste. It took a little while for me to get a taste. I think it's because it's stuck in my teeth, so I'm getting more flavor coming out. I think I swallowed it a little too early, but I had it minced up pretty good in my mouth before I swallowed it. I'd eat another one, but I gotta see how my stomach will react to it. Like I said, I just had a chicken patty and a glass of milk before I did this. I heard these can be quite the gut bomb. And I don't know where my stomach tolerance is these days. I mean, I've eaten a heck of a lot more hotter stuff since I ate those 5 Reapers and ended up in the emergency room. But then again, I ate, it was a total of 9 Reapers that same hour. 4 before I made that video, and then 5 during the video. And it was on a darn near empty stomach. I had a few pieces of bread and some water. Completely underestimated what those Reapers can do. You know, I thought what I had eaten would prevent that, but you know, that's showed what I knew. But it was a lesson learned. I'm not feeling anything in my stomach yet. I feel a little bit of burn in my belly down here. Well, burn right here, but it's not. I really couldn't say it's a burn. It's just a tiny little bit of warmth. But that wasn't so bad. But yeah, these were just, you can see one more time. They're chocolate bhutlas. So yeah, that heat's already it's already peaked. It hasn't gotten any hotter. This last couple of minutes, I am getting a little bit more snot building up in there, but I haven't had snot or tears come running down just yet. I only got sweat for that few seconds, and I don't feel like I'm sweating anymore. I guess overall the burn under the tongue is gone. There was a little bit towards the tip of my tongue on the underside. A little bit in the cheeks, in the walls of my cheeks on the inside, which is that might be a first for me because I usually don't get heat there. So these peppers are burning and not burning, but they're giving me heat and in a place that I haven't had before. So that's pretty cool. It actually had kind of like a half like a peppered beef jerky taste to it. To tell you the truth, there is a similarity between the taste of these things and some of the flavors I typically get from store bought beef jerky. But yeah, these are pretty tasty peppers. It took a couple minutes for me to really get the flavor. I mean, I was getting flavor at first, but it wasn't enough for me to want to say any, see I was getting much flavor. It was mostly like a black pepper taste, but not bad. I'm gonna be anxious to try Fresh Pot. I got new grow lights for my peppers now, so I got all my cups with my seedlings back inside. Now I have a bigger grow light system. So, and the colors of the leaves on my plants are already starting to turn nice green. Like the two true leaves that were growing in on my plants were yellow, and that wasn't a good sign. And I think it was because it wasn't getting good lighting. Because after I put them under my new grow lights, they immediately turned a real healthy green. So, and I have about 30 chocolate bhutlah seedlings already grown. I have about 10 of them right now that are about inch and a half, 2 inches tall with their true leaves already. So there's 4 leaves on them, 2 true and 2 of the first leaves that you see when they first sprout. And then I have another 20 that are germinating right now in my propagation unit. So I'm just going to wait until I grow my own to get them. There's no sense in me paying top dollar on the internet for chocolate bhutlas because people are charging up to like $15 and more just for 10 or less peppers. These I got for $4.99 plus. It was like $3.75 for shipping. And there was a total of, I guess, 7 of them in there. There's 6 left in there right now, plus I ate one. So 7. Not a bad, that was about the best deal I could find. So, but there you have it. That was a chocolate bhutlah pepper. Long overdue, but I'm happy I finally got to try it. And yeah, I'd say overall it's a little bit hotter than the Carolina Reaper. But then again, I can't really say for sure. My tolerance right now is different than it was when I first was trying the Carolina Reapers on camera. I do have a higher tolerance then. I just don't have as high of a tolerance as I did when I was messing with that 16 million Scoville heat unit capsaicin oil. But there you have it. I hope you enjoyed and keep you updated on the plants and if I get new spice products. Thank you.